Let's play! Whoa!
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. You all may call me Pharaoh, and welcome back to Let's Play Professor Layton. I don't know why I keep messing up the damn title. Professor Layton and the Curious Village. Last time we left off, we went through, I believe, the entirety of Chapter 7, and that was mainly investigating the park that was apparently built for Flora after their mother passed. And after a damn rogue Ferris wheel tried killing us, we found this old room in this underground area underneath the shed, and we found a key which may go back to the place, to the tower. So we gotta head back. So we gotta go back to the village, and we don't mind doing so. Get my ass out of here, that'd be great. Almost out. Alright, that was a fun little trip to the park. Let's go investigate that dead end right away! Alright, Luke, but first let's make a quick stop by the inn. There's something I need to check on there. Why the inn, Professor? It seems that someone doesn't want us around, Luke. Someone is, in fact, after us. And the key to identifying the scoundrel is back at the inn. So you already have an idea about who's behind this? Piqued your interest, have I? Kinda. I mean, it'd be good to share that information on who's trying to kill us. Chapter 8. The Shadowy Intruder. Someone's been obstructing the investigation. Find the troublemaker and continue work on the case. Yes, we'll go and save. We're getting very close, ladies and gentlemen, to finishing this off, it seems like. Now, before we actually go back to the inn, we can actually go back into the sewer, because there is one other thing we can do here. I think Sylvain actually has another puzzle for us. It's you two lads again. You're a pair of odd ducks coming all this way just to see me. But lucky for you, I got myself a darling of a puzzle and mine to share it with you. Alright, buddy. What do you got for us? Wash up. You need to wash your face, but all 13 water valves in the sewer piping are shut tight. You have to open the valves to get to the water flowing to your sink. Here's a challenge. Direct the water all the way to your sink by opening as few valves as possible. Okay, so what's good is we can't draw on this game. That is so weird. Anyway, so we got the water starts on the bottom left, and we had to direct it to that basin right next to us. Now, obviously, everything seems to be directed based on various elbow pipes and T-pipes, whatever, so we gotta try directing as few valves as possible. And obviously if we click on one, it opens it, closes it, whatever. So if we follow it along from bottom left, we have to go all the way to the top of that first intersection. There already is a valve there to the right, so I kind of want to... Well, let's follow that. So that there's one valve right there. If we follow that along, we have to open up this valve too. Now, the intersection right above it, we can go either way, but if we actually go to the right and down, we could essentially open up this valve. And frankly, it doesn't matter. Either of these two are going to work. But either way, that does equate to one way to do it. Well, that's 4 valves, though. Let's try... If we don't do this... Oh, there's actually another T section up here. I just missed that. Right above this one, if you see. It'll go down and we can make a left. Make another left. Actually, it goes all the way around. And then we can actually open up this valve. And that would make it work. So we're down to 3 at the very least. So that's what happens when we go to the right. If we check the left, that's actually worse. Because we have to utilize that valve. And then we still have to use, even if I take the same path looping all the way around and use that one, I'm back to 4. If I... Maybe instead of even using... Actually, hold on. Why the hell did I even continue to open that one? If I open up just the one to the left, and then open up this one, and I go around, I am still using 3. Okay. Now, there is another path here. If I go left, and right before this one, we can actually go up, because there's another T intersection right there. This will actually lead all the way back to the one opening all the way in the bottom. It's a lot of winding turns, but it will direct it over there based on how the pipes are. So this is 2. And quite frankly, I do not think we're going to see anything less than that. Yeah, I mean, because we really can't do too much after that first intersection. Like, we checked all the possibilities if we did it to the right, and even if we did it to the left. So, I think it's just these 2. All right.
Luke,
Okay,
here's my
that was
answer.
not bad.
Every puzzle has an answer.
Kind of reminds me of, like, I don't know why it reminds me of the WarioWare minigame where it's like, oh, it's frankly, it's been in the Mario Party, so many minigames where it's like, okay, here's something you have to open all the way in the bottom, but you have to, like, pour liquid down a particular pipe. Where's it going to lead? It's not exactly the same, but I don't know why it reminds me of it. Now go wash up. Ha, wonderful work. I was sure the puzzle would floor to both of you, but I guess the joke's on me. Oh, well, you win some, you lose some. Alright. That's all there was there. Yeah, just make sure I'm not even missing any hint coins either, but no, we're good. So now, we can head back to the inn. I mean, yeah, there's various people out and about, but they're not going to give you anything new, so... Alright, Beatrice, we need your help.
Hello, Professor. Is something the matter? You look a little shaken.
Beatrice, I have an urgent request. Could you show me the newspapers from the last couple of days?
The papers? Well, certainly. Hang on for just a moment. I go fetch them for you. That's strange. I'm sure I set them down around here somewhere.
Is there a problem?
I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I can't seem to find them anywhere. Even today's morning paper seems to have gone missing.
I see. Well, thank you just the same, Beatrice. This has been most helpful.
Just what was in those... What? Just what was in those papers anyway, Professor?
Yoo-hoo, Professor Layton. Ramon, and what do we owe you this visit? What do we owe this visit?
Oh, he told me I needed to find you and bring you to Reinhold Manor. The inspector, I mean. Oh, he and Lady Dahlia await your arrival at Reinhold Manor.
Thank you for the message. We will set out for the manor in just a few moments. Okay. I guess we don't really have too much of a damn choice now, do we? Alright. Back we go. Thankfully, the town doesn't seem that large to investigate, so I'm not going to complain too much.
You found the key to the tower, haven't you?
How do you know about the key?
You mustn't interfere with the tower. Whatever you do, just stay away from there.
Interfere? What do you mean by that, dear? And she just leaves. Marco, do you have nowhere else to go? Frankly, are you the town drunk? Because, you You have trouble kind of standing there, buddy. Anyway, nothing else to do. We'll just keep going. There's freaking Ramon. Don't want to talk to you. Into the house that we go. Welcome back, Professor Layton. Please come in. Everyone is waiting. Thank you, Matthew. Is something troubling you, my good man? You seem ill at ease. Oh, no. I'm fine, sir. Please make your way to the parlor. All right. If you're certain that nothing's the matter, we'll head upstairs. You're not gonna get kidnapped or something, are you? Mr. Layton, thank you for arriving so promptly. Come, have a seat. Why have you called us here, Inspector? Like you, I'm not the kind of man who beats around the bush, so I'll just come out with it. I'm on to you, Layton. It's clear as day. You are responsible for Simon's death. Are you suggesting I murdered Simon? Nonsense. Don't be smiling about that, Layton. What the hell? Nice, Layton. I have to admire the way you keep cool under pressure. But of course, I would expect nothing less from a cold-blooded killer such as yourself. I don't suppose you've seen this before, eh? Oh crap, yeah, that's the thing that's one of the guys who handed to me in the market. This vase was on display in a room in which Simon was found dead. All the forensic evidence I've gathered suggests the killer had struck Simon with a vase. Our killer was no professional. You see, he left his fingerprints all over the murder weapon. Fingerprints that match your own, Mr. Layton. Oh, that's the vase from the market, isn't it? You rotten murderer! And okay, even if it oh, somebody broke it. What the hell, dude? Would that make any damn sense? Now, what I was gonna say, I'm like, if it is evidence and a murder weapon, you were handling it all stupid too, dude. Yeah, okay, you were touching a handle, but still, fingerprints. If the vase is evidence, why did you just break it like it was nothing? So go on and give me an alibi, Layton. Where were you when Simon was killed, eh? Come on, out with it. I was with Luke, investigating matters down in the village. Is that the best you can muster? It's clear that little brat is an accomplice to your crime. Admit it, Layton. You two wanted to keep the golden apple so badly that you conspired to murder Simon. We don't even know what the hell it is, dude. You can't fool me, Layton, so cough it up and start talking. While I'm at it, I'll take the key to the tower you picked up, too. It seems that you are intent on pinning this crime on me, Inspector. But if you are a true enforcer of the law, you'll acknowledge that I'm not the only reasonable suspect. Any member of this household could have committed the crime. In fact, you can't even rule out the possibility that everyone here had a hand in the murder. Furthermore, are we even sure that a murder took place here? What kind of nonsense are you spouting now? Do you really think anyone here is fooled by your crackpot theories? Inspector, I'm beginning to think that the only person here with something to hide is you. Well, that's absurd. This has nothing in the slightest to do with me.
No, Inspector, it has quite a bit to do with you. Meaning? Isn't it obvious? If there is any criminal element involved in this case, then it is you, sir. What? That's absurd.
Hey, calm down!
What utter rubbish! You'll need more than some death charge to save your hide.
Where the hell's Layton going with this? I've heard you're quite the devoted husband, Inspector. I bet you take very good care of your wife, Amy. Is that... Oh, I think I know where this is going. He might pull, kind of, if you guys remember Terminator 2, like the kind of, like, hey, is it really his step-parents or foster parents talking? Like, hey, what's your dog's name? Like, oh, Max or something. What's wrong with Wolfie? Okay. I think I know what's going on here. And frankly, I think I may have inadvertently knew what was going on when I mentioned about, like, Ramon. I'm like, I wonder if he's this. I think that is what's happening here. Because as I kept saying multiple times, I played this game before. It's been some time, but I think I remember the bigger detail now. Luke and I found this article in the paper. Luke, what was Inspector Chemley's favorite food again? Oh crap, I gotta answer this? It was, I wonder what happens if you actually get this wrong. Thankfully, this isn't really a puzzle. I mean, we just gotta, hey, do you remember? They talked about this a few times, but fresh sweet potato fritters. This article specifically states that you love sweet potato fritters, and yet you raged at poor Matthew when he brought you sweets with tea. Why? And your point is, it just so happens I have a fondness for Amy's sweet potato fritters. Is that so? Thank you, Inspector. This conversation has made things quite clear. Please take a look at this. I believe you just called them Amy's sweet potato fritters, yes? I'd like everyone to look at this article. As you can all see, the article clearly states that Inspector Chemley's wife is Amelie, not Amy. Booyah, they did pull a Terminator 2 on us. Do you mean to tell me you've forgotten your own wife's name? Out with it then. Who are you, and what have you been, and why have you been impersonating Inspector Chemley? And why have you been running this investigation? But your sudden memory loss regarding your wife's name isn't the only suspicious thing about you. Try to recall the time around Simon's death. You said you received a report that prompted you to come to St. Mystere, but you forgot one thing. After Luke and I came to town, the drawbridge at St. Mystere's sole entrance had its crank stolen. This effectively sealed the village. From that point on, no one could enter or leave the village. And do you recall just when this seclusion began? I think... Yeah, when did the drawbridge shut down? What? It was right... Wasn't it during when we were looking for Claudia? Because remember, they heard that rumbling noise, and then she ran away. But was it during that time or was it after Ramon? It definitely wasn't a third option. Hell no. But I do think when after Ramon went missing, that was way too late. So I think it was during our search for Claudia. Correct. The only route out of the village had been closed well before Simon's death was discovered. Excuse me. After that event, there was no way that anyone outside the village could enter. By the same token, there was no way to take things out of the village, particularly something as large as a corpse. So tell me, Inspector Chemley, when did you actually first set foot in St. Mystere? And furthermore, what did you do with Simon's remains? Gah. While we're on the subject, I have one more nagging question that I haven't been able to figure out. How is it you knew about the key to the tower that we discovered? When we happened upon that key, there wasn't a soul in the area, save for Luke and myself. Furthermore, I've spoken of what we found there to no one. There's no conceivable way you could have known about this key. Unless, of course, you were spying on us from the shadows when we picked it up. Now let me see if I got this all right. You pose as the inspector and use Simon's death as an excuse to enter Reinhold Manor. Since then, you've been waiting for the ideal time to strike and steal the golden apple from us. How am I doing so far? What's so funny? This is no laughing matter. I'm just as astounded at how despicable I found you, Layton. Well, I don't like that face he's making, but that's exactly why you're worthy of being my archenemy. What in the Scooby-Doo BS is happening here? Don Paulo? I've always despised you, Layton. What the hell? Now, I'm sure it looks a little funny on the screen, but I know it's supposed to be like completely up and down, but just pretend. What Final Fantasy music is playing here a little bit? I thought I'd be able to crush you once and for all here in St. Mystere, but that will have to wait since you saw through my disguise. You haven't caught on yet, but St. Mystere hides a secret of epic proportions. When I imagine a dimwit like you trying to unravel the mystery, I just have to smile. My business here for the day has come to an end, so I'll be off now. But listen closely, Layton. Never forget how close you came to being bested. One day I, the great Don Paulo, will rain my vengeance down upon you. And on that fearful day, you will beg for an umbrella and a raincoat. Perhaps even some galoshes. This guy's so stupid.
Gosh! Am I supposed to know more about him? And he just went out the window. And that's all Layton has to say. I guess he's gone. Do you know who that man was?
Don Paulo is his name. I've heard stories of him. His grasp of the hard sciences was rumored to be unrivaled. The problem, as you might guess, was his personality. Though he was a genius, the man was evil, if you couldn't tell by his hairstyle and moustache. The Science Board banished him from working officially in the field ever again. Sneaking into St. Mystere to steal the Reinhold fortune sounds like the kind of scheme he would hatch.
He seems to hold quite a grudge against you, Professor. What did you do to cross him?
I haven't the slightest idea, Luke.
Well, that aside, what was all that talk of a secret hidden in the village? What was he talking about?
I'm mystified by it myself. For the time being, though, let's focus on finding the golden apple, shall we? I say we follow our newest lead and head for that tower. Let's check that dead end from before, Luke.
Oh, man, Chapter 8. That was a very quick chapter. It was like 20-something minutes. All right. Hey, but look, we actually solved the mystery. Yay. I really hope... Well, no, we've been doing everything correctly so far. We have 9 other mysteries we gotta solve, but I'm hoping that all finishes soon. All right. See if you have anything to say. I'm simply shocked at this turn of events. Who could have guessed that we have an imposter in our midst? He had me completely fooled. But you saw right through him, Professor. I must say I'm quite impressed with your cunning. I ask you now to put that brilliant mind of yours to work again and set out in search of the golden apple.
It will be my pleasure, madam. By the way, are you feeling all right? You look a bit pale.
I awoke this morning with memories of a peculiar dream I must have had last night. In it, my husband and I had just a brand new baby girl, and oh, how everyone fawned over her. The next moment, suddenly I was in a park walking hand in hand with my young daughter.
With your daughter, you say?
Now, why would I have a silly dream like that? These past few days have really been quite draining. Professor Layton, I don't feel particularly well at the moment. I think I will go lie down for a bit. What's wrong with Lady Dahlia?
She says she had a dream of walking apart with her young daughter. There's something quite curious about that dream.
Because if you all remember, she doesn't have a daughter. Gordon, are you okay, man? Like, why don't you sit down? It looks like you might need it.
Would you please let me know of any eligible bachelor? That's all you have in your mind. Like, I'm so lonely.
Alright, well, that is all we can do here. So, let's head on out. We gotta make our way to that dead end. It's gonna take a little while to get there, but not too bad. Crap. How do we... Through the market, right? Yes, up here. There she is again.
Hey, I've got a new puzzle for you, dearie. I bet you're just dying to see it, aren't you?
I'm sorry, madam, but right now we're in a terrible rush.
You can't fool this old gal. I've seen you strolling around solving other people's puzzles, and now it's my turn.
Seen us? What do you mean? Have you been following us? Sounds like that's exactly what she's been doing. Rolling a 3. When you roll a die, the chances of rolling a 3 are 1 in 6. Yes, that makes sense, because we have 6 sides to a die. There's a chance. 1 out of 6. The chances of rolling a 3 twice in a row are 1 in 36. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And the chances of rolling a 3 3 times in a row are jaw-dropping 1 in 216. Okay. Let's assume you roll a die 3 times and get a 3 each time. What are the chances of rolling a 3 on your next roll are 1 in how many? Is this another trick? Because wouldn't it still be like we originally said, like it's still gonna be 1 out of 6? What are your chances of rolling a 3 on your next roll? Like, you already did it are they already saying you already did it twice? Let's assume you roll a die 3 times and get a 3 each time. Your chances of rolling a 3 on your next roll... On my next roll? So I guess maybe that's what I'm getting a little iffy on here, is like, did we already do it 3 times? Let's assume you roll a die 3 times and get a 3 each single time. Your chances of rolling a 3 on your next turn are 1 in how many? I still think it's exactly the same. It's still going to be 1 out of 6. Frankly, how do I put it? Forgo that, oh, it's 1 over 6, 1 over 36, whatever. I get that. You know, like, those chances are pretty damn high. But what they're asking us is, what's the chance of the next one's going to be a 3? It's still going to be the very same answer we had for the very first time we tried rolling a 3. It's still going to be 1 out of 6. This might just be a one of like how it was written. It was trying to confuse us.
There we
Frankly,
go.
it was kind of pissing me off. I'm like, damn it, it's 1 out of 6.
Another puzzle solved.
There you go. Terrific. It doesn't matter how many times you roll the same number. If you are only asking about the probability of rolling a 3 in 1 turn, like it asked at the very beginning, the chances will always be 1 in 6. Ugh. That's why it's a riddle, though.
You're going to the tower, are you, dearie? How about I show you the way?
Oh? I was under the impression that the villagers of St. Mystere hated going near the tower.
Nom, 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 nom. Oh, yes, I don't want to go anywhere near that place myself. Though I suppose I could make an exception for a strapping young man such as you yourself.
Professor, we should really keep moving. Alright, well, we have no place else to go besides up. It's a dead end. No 2 ways about it. Maybe there's another pathway to the tower hidden around here. I'd argue we've come to exactly the right spot, Luke. What do you mean by that? Look right here, Luke. There's a small indentation in the wall where one could place a small object. Oh, this must be... Yes, this curious indentation is no doubt the spot indicated in Baron Reinhold's notes to Archibald. Did they not see that little keyhole? I'm willing to wager that if we put this in here and give it a turn... Oh my god, look at that.
Wow!
Just as I suspected. All right, Luke, in we go. Chapter 9. And this is actually the final chapter of the game.
The tower's secret. A path to the tower has been found. Scale the tower and solve all the mysteries of Saint Mystere. And there you go, we solved another one. Now, what I'm wondering is, do I keep going? Do we save this for next time? I mean, we're only half an hour in. But this is literally all that's left right now. So I'm not sure how I want to handle this. Because I am trying to think back a little bit. There isn't much more left. So I guess I could go ahead and do this. I just... I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I really don't know. I guess. It's gonna be a long video, but... Screw it. Finale. Let's just go ahead and do this. But yeah, we are ready to go into the tower. Well, apparently not yet. There is a hint coin here. Somewhere to the right. There it is. Okay. Let's go. Yep, it looks like you've solved at least 75 puzzles. Oh, see another roadblock. I think there was, what, 3 in the game? One for like 12 puzzles, one's for like 30-something, and now it's like you had to have solved at least 75. Alright then, go on in the tower. I don't know who the hell is talking, but okay.
This place gives me the creeps. Plus, it's all murky in here, and I can't see a thing.
Oh my! Ow!
Ugh, my head!
Luke, are you alright, my boy? No injuries, I hope.
Hey, don't worry, Professor. I'm fine. And yourself?
Nothing a good long bath that later won't solve. But more importantly, where are we?
This room is stuffed to the gills with curious machines. I've never seen anything like them. What do you suppose they do? What in the world? Look over there on the wall, Professor.
My word. What the hell?
There are views from all over town displayed here. Do they almost look like blueprints?
Yeah, but why is like there's a villager and then a key after each one? Simon's is missing.
And what's this? Almost every villager's name is on this wall. Professor, what if somebody's using this place to keep an eye on what's going on in Saint Mystere? Look, there are stairs over there. Let's get out of here. This place is giving me goosebumps.
Yes, you're quite right, Luke. Let's head out. Before we do so, there should be another coin somewhere around here-ish. There it is. I was like, I know it's here, damn it. We have a little notebook here to the right, though.
Oh, what's this notebook?
Did you find something interesting?
I think so. This notebook looks like someone's been using it as a diary. Just a little longer now. Soon this village will complete the task it was designed for. I've waited so long for this day, but as it comes closer, I feel a little lonely. I hope that, at the very least, the young mistress finally finds happiness at the end of all this. This poor journal looks like it's been through a lot. Oh, the pages are terribly frayed. I bet all the scraps of paper we found in the village came from here.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Well, that's all there really is there. Frankly, these guys on the bottom kind of remind me of Emil from Nier from the Nier series. You! What's this? You! Grr! You two again? What are you doing here? What are you up to? Just a moment, sir. What are you talking about? I knew it! You came here to steal my secrets, didn't you? Didn't you? Don't play dumb with me. I see right through you. Don't think I haven't been watching. I've seen you two sniffing about every nook and cranny in town, getting in the way of my work. Now I've had it, so unless you want trouble, give me back number 38. Please calm yourself, sir. Just listen to what we have to say for a moment. We haven't intended to get in the way of your work. We are merely searching for the golden apple. Neither of us knows anything about this number 38 business. Oh! Did you just say the golden apple? You're really here looking for the golden apple, then? Precisely. Do you know anything that could be of help to us? So that's how it is, eh? What you're looking for is on the top floor of the tower. Now watch out, because the puzzles in this tower are harder than a whole mess of diamond-tipped drills. Words. I know they call you a puzzle master, but are you sure you have what it takes to solve them? Now why would you go and tell us something like that? I bet you just want us to set us up to walk right into some sort of trap. What would I possibly gain from doing something like that? Not to mention, it's my duty to guide those who seek the golden apple toward their goal. Some mischief maker, that's a fun game by the way in the 64, snuck into the village and had me all confused, but I think I just figured things out now. Seeing as how it's your duty and all, would you mind filling us in? What is St. Mystere's big secret? Alright. The name's Bruno. I work for the Reinhold family. For some time now, I've managed St. Mystere from up here in the tower. Managed St. Mystere? You're the one who manages the life of each of the villagers, aren't you? What in the world are you two talking about? Surely you must have seen them too, Luke. Do you recall the cards we found about the village and the list of names we saw in that room? Yep. This I remember. All the villagers in St. Mystere are robots created by Bruno. And which I inadvertently said about Ramon. I'm like, is he a robot? And after I said it, I'm like, oh crap, wait a minute. I'm thinking back to myself. I'm like, oh, that's the big twist, isn't it? I totally forgot. What do you mean the villagers are all robots? In other words, the inhabitants of St. Mystere aren't human, but intricately constructed machines. They're robots, my boy. I have to say, I'm astounded that anyone could build such elaborate machines in this day and age. You must be quite the engineer, sir. Oh, aren't you a sharp one? I never imagined you'd figure out so much in the mystery by yourself. What do you mean, sir? St. Mystere isn't a real town, Luke. It was constructed by Bruno and the late Baron. How am I doing so far, Bruno? You're right on the money. Master believed, though, that one day an heir worthy of his fortune would come forward. He had me build this city and all who dwell within it to prepare for that day. Then he hid his greatest treasure, the golden apple, away in the top floor of this tower. I was ordered to protect it with my life. Until that person arrives who can solve the puzzle of the golden apple, I will continue to protect it. Remarkable. I'm impressed at how far Baron Reinhold went to protect his treasure. It's not just any treasure, mind you. The golden apple was the Baron's most precious treasure. But why go through all this just to hide treasure? Why build an entire village to protect it? Whoops! Seems like I've been a little loose-lipped here. I've already said more than I should have. The answers you're looking for are waiting for you at the top of the tower. Go on then. Show me if you're the one who can solve the puzzle of the golden apple. Okay, well, that's... Boom! Another 2 mysteries solved. That was, Oh, Benji found something. There it is. Another hint coin. Alright, good. I don't think there's anything extra here to do, but we do have, oh, excuse me. We do have a puzzle we need to solve. Professor, look! The stairs are barred off! Aha! This must be one of the puzzles Bruno warned us about. It does look quite difficult. This is perfect timing, my boy. I'm in a mood for a puzzle with some meat to it. Oh god, and you know, this is gonna suck then, isn't it? No, not another one to get the ball out. Ugh. Okay. Perplexing door has a device on it that contains a small red ball in the upper left corner. If you got the ball to the hole in the lower right, it looks like the door might open. Okay. The shortest amount of time is 21 moves, but we'll see about that. Already effed it up, I think. Kind of want to get rid of the... I want to get rid of the yellow block or move it in some capacity, but I don't think there's a way I can do so at the moment. I'm just kind of repeating the same thing over and over. There you go. Well, I did something different, but not great. Do I... Can't really do much with that, so... This one kind of sucks. I feel like I got to do something like that. I really want to be able to do more with that big block that I just moved, but yeah, see, no, I'm not really happy with this. Okay. I feel like I might be correct on starting it like this. Maybe. Oh, I could move it to the left a little bit, but I'm not sure if that does much. Just kind of sandwich myself again. Even if I were able to bring this down a little bit, like one more, I don't think I'll be able to slide the yellow block all the way to the left. Ugh. I may have to fast forward here. Maybe. I'm at a point where I'm just kind of repeating things over and over, and that's obviously not going to solve anything. Or the other, like, kind of methodology I kind of want to utilize is if I move things a little bit at a time, like, I eventually will get to what I need, but I can't really do much after this, at least as it sits. See, now I'm just like, okay, can't do much now. Unless... No. Yeah, I'm gonna keep messing around with this, guys. Ooh. Ooh, I don't know if I've done this before. Does that matter that I'm able to move that? Maybe. Yeah, okay, hold on. I think I'm getting there. Yeah, if I just... Ooh, am I gonna have enough clearance, though, with the... Damn it, game. Don't do this to me. Oh, no, I know I'm close. How do I do this? Oh, thank God. Oh.
Look, here's my answer.
Alright, that one was a little bit of a
Critical
pain.
thinking is the key to success.
I was right in the sense, like, how we start kind of like toward that bottom left, bottom right area. I'm like, okay, that's how we started it. But I knew that damn yellow block was gonna be a hindrance, but we got it. Were you able to get the ball out to the hole without shuffling too much back and forth? If you had to move the ball lots of times to reach a goal, don't worry. Figuring out how to get to the goal in the fewest moves possible is an interesting puzzle in itself. And I'll do that later if you want me to. There we are. Come on, Luke. We must press on.
All right, lead the way, Professor. Say, Professor, there's something that's been on my mind for a while now.
Oh? What is it, Luke?
When the crank for the bridge was stolen, we were sealed in the village along with Don Paulo. It could be just me, but I feel like this wasn't just a coincidence. Somebody planned it. But who?
Well, Luke, I don't have any other direct evidence of it, but I'd wager that was Bruno's doing.
Bruno? But why in the world would Bruno do something like that?
Do you remember what he said? It's his duty to show the way to those who seek the golden apple. But naturally, Bruno had no idea what kind of people would come to seek Mystere seeking that treasure. It's likely he trapped us in the village to buy himself some time to evaluate who we were. He wanted to see we were worthy of the secret.
That's terribly presumptuous of him, don't you think? How could he think either of us were bad people? He doesn't even know us.
Who knows how Bruno saw Luke? I'm certain he was just being careful. After all, Don Paulo managed to sneak in with us. Bruno probably had his hands full and needed time to see what kind of people had entered the village.
Oh, that reminds me. I wanted to ask about that too.
Luke, we really should get started here. You can ask me your next question while we're climbing. Well, see, I guess I'm a little bit confused, though. Okay, there's a crank. But I'm a little bit confused about Who wrote the damn letter to Layton in the first place then? It mentioned Lady Dahlia, but did Baron just send it out to a bunch of people to see who could get it? Well, either way, we're done with that. Let's go upstairs. This is floor 2. Oh, Benji found something. There's the other hint coin. God, we have 10 more. I really hope to God that we find another 10, but this is like really it. I have a bad feeling I probably missed some somewhere. Anyway. Oh, the puzzle's was question mark over here.
Aw, not another locked door. Whoever built this tower must enjoy watching people suffer.
Well, my boy, are you just going to stand there and complain about it?
No! Leave this puzzle to me.
A magic square. You need to solve this magic square in order to proceed. A magic square is a set of numbers organized in a square so that adding any string of the 3 numbers, be they horizontally, vertically, or diagonal, results in the same total. Crap. 1 and 2 have already been placed on a square for you. Complete the rest of the square to open the lock. Crap. I knew they were going to do this to me. At least it's not 1 through 51, so it's just 1 through 9. So they all gotta give you the same number. Just gonna put a couple down here. So that gives me 12. So to do that, 7 and 8. Excuse me, 7 and 1 is 8. 4 gives me 12. 2, 4 is 6. Another 6 gives me 12. And I'm screwed because 3 and 4, 7, well, that'll be 5. Damn it, I think I was close. But now the numbers are too big if I use 8 or 9 over here, so that combination is not going to work. There is a little bit of a trick where it's like you kind of want to use like small number, big number, kind of like that to get like a little bit of an average going on. So what did I try before? 7, 8? Let's try 8. And, well, we did. This might be a little bit too large, but we'll see. That's 14. Okay. That's not gonna work, considering 5 and 4 is already 9. I would need a 5 to get 14, so that's not gonna work. Let's see, that's... what is that, 11? Let's try a smaller number. Maybe 3? That's... well, that's 14 again. Didn't I already try 14? I figured that wasn't going to work. That's 15. And we do 9 and 1 and 5. Okay, it's 15. 5, 4 is 9. 6 is 15. 2 and 6 are 8. 8 and 7 are 15. This is adding up. 7, 5 is 12. 3 is 18. 4 and 3 is 7. 7 plus 8 is 15. Now that'll work for here, but then 5, 2, 7. Yeah, no, this works. This works. Okay, that wasn't that bad.
I think I've got it.
Alright, I thought it was going to be a lot worse.
Professor, I've solved it.
Any 3 numbers aligned horizontally, vertically, or diagonally should add up to 15. Magic squares have been around for thousands of years. The earliest record of magic squares date back to 650 BC in ancient China. Cool.
I
got it! The door's open now! Good show, Luke. So what was it you were asking me earlier? I'm all ears now. I wanted to know when Don Paolo snuck his way into the village. It seems like he followed us here. The only way into St. Mystere is through that drawbridge. Plus, I doubt Franco would let in such an obviously evil character as Don Paolo. Yes, to be honest, I still haven't quite figured out how Don Paolo entered St. Mystere myself. But it seems that he made his way in. He tried to stay at Beatrice's Inn. Oh, so that's why the man who skipped out on... So that's the man who skipped out on his bill. It figures it was Don Paolo. So that weasel did himself up to look like Inspector Chemley, snuck into the mansion, and... Wait, hold on. Why did he kill Simon? We'll get to that in a moment. We must keep climbing. Come along. Alright. Let's keep moving then. How the hell did you get here? Alright. There should be another coin by one of the candles. One of the candles. Ah, the one that's not lit, actually. There you go. Yeah, wait, I'm very confused how he even got here. Oh, konnichiwa, amigos. I'm so glad to see other people. I thought I'd be wandering this place forever. Hey, how'd you get in here? There's no way you solved all those puzzles. Je ne sais pas. It just happened. Oh, un momento. I'm wandering the sewers, and next thing I know, I'm here. I take it that this isn't the local hotspot my guidebook promised it would be. How curious. So where is it you'd like to go? If you go down the stairs, you can return to the village proper. Just make sure you don't fall into the large hole by the entrance. Ah, Shishi. That should be enough information to get me there. But may I ask one favor? All this talk of stairs remind me of a nozzle I know. Answer it for me, por favor. This guy sure is something. Take the stairs. You have business on the 8th floor of a 10-story building. It took you 48 seconds to make your way from the 1st floor to the 4th. If you keep moving at the same speed, how long will it take you to reach the 8th floor from the 4th? Well, 10-story building. 48 seconds to go from 1st to 4th. If you keep moving at the same speed, how long will it take you to reach the 8th floor from the 4th? Would it be as simply... See, this is one of the ones I don't trust. Like, it seems to be just that easy. Like, okay, well, it took you 48 seconds to go from, 1 to 4. You'd think it'd take another 48 seconds. Well, Hold on really quick now. One, two, three, 4. 1, 2, 3. I knew it. This is, I think they're trying to trick me again. This is technically climbing 3 floors, right? Like, if you count 1, like, it's 1, 2, 3. How do I go about this? 2, 3, 4. 5. Here, okay. Say we don't count even the first one. It's then 2, 3, then leading to 4. That's 3 flights. Here, if you don't count 4, it's 5, 6, 7, 8. So... that's 4 flights. Now the matter is like, how many seconds do we give for each flight? If we said that it was... the first one was like, we technically did 3. Is that, what, 3? I have my calculator open. Let me just do this really quick. 48 divided by 3 is 16. Okay. So all we gotta do is just add 16 to 48. And that gives us 64. And I think that's our answer. Yeah, there we go. That one was a little bit of a funky one, because it's like, I think once again it came down to the wording of it.
Every puzzle has an answer.
Yeah. You're right. Going from the first to the fourth floor means you climb a total of 3 flights of stairs. Going from the 4th floor to the 8th floor means you have to go up an additional 4 flights of stairs. Yeah, that's what I was getting at there. Okay. And it breaks it down very nicely for you up there. How 48 seconds for divided by 3 flights, 16 seconds a flight. Just add another 16 seconds to 4 flight. Done.
Grazie. Now I'm ready to go back to the village. What a strange fellow. Professor, do you suppose that man is a human?
I believe so. He's an odd one, though, isn't he? Never seen an explorer with such a poor sense of direction. Stranger still is how he entered St. Mystere. I don't think he even knows how he did it. Perhaps his presence yesterday was another reasonable reason why Bruno felt compelled to hide the crank. Interesting. Alright. That's all there is there. Let's keep moving forward. Floor 4. Oh, Benji found something. There it is. Alright. Oh, question mark is up here. Seems we're faced with another puzzle lock, Luke.
Oh, I meant to ask you, but our running with the explorer distracted me. How did Simon... you know?
All in good time, my boy. First, we need to solve the puzzle here. It looks to be quite the challenge. No, please. Princess in a Box 1? Did I have any of these before? Oh, I don't think I have. Tired of leading a sheltered life, the princess is trying to escape her castle. Armed guards, however, are blocking her path. Slide the blocks out of the way to move the red one out the exit to the right. Her freedom depends on you. Can you do it? Do I have a damn choice? Yeah, too damn obvious. That's not gonna work. This seems like it'll work a little bit. I don't know if I'm doing this right at all. I want to get the... That's what I was trying to do. Problem is... Can I move the red block... further? Damn it. It's gonna piss me off because I feel like I'm kind of close, but not really at the same time. Damn it. I gotta fix this up a little bit more. That's really annoying. And even if I bring it down... bothered me is that that damn purple block is always going to be just shy of making me stuck. I can feel like I'm super close. I somehow need to move... If I can move these blue blocks all the way to the left, I can then move this just one more and I'll be good. I just don't know if there's a nice way to do so. Like, I almost need to... I need to raise this red block a little bit more. Oh, wait. Close. Very close. Oh my god, but now I just have those damn green blocks screwing me over. See, if I do that, then what the hell am I gonna do with that damn purple block? Wait, did I do it? Yes! Oh my god, it only took me freaking 274 moves. Ooh, okay, sorry folks, that took a little while there.
Has an answer.
But I'm happy I did it. Classic example of a sliding puzzle. Yes, they suck. There we are. The door should open now. Amazing as always, Professor. Now about Simon. What exactly happened in the mansion? Did Don Paulo really make off with Simon? I'd say so. This is just my theory, mind you, but I think that Don Paulo followed us into the manor. That's when he met Simon, or came across him, as the case may be. I suspect Simon may have already collapsed when Don Paulo found his body sprawled out on the floor. Just like with Ramon! So maybe Simon had also stopped functioning properly, huh? I guess all the robots break down sooner or later, and when they do, Bruno comes to collect them. Now, if that makes sense, if you remember back when Bruno was running away from us, you heard a bunch of clinking in this bag. Then he fixes them here in the basement of the tower. Oh, do you suppose the noises from the tower are actually the sounds of Bruno's machines working? I think you're spot on, Luke. That must be why people began to associate the disappearances with the roaring of the tower. Don't forget that, despite his peculiar appearance, Don Paulo is a scientific genius. Therefore, he probably realized why Simon had stopped moving. If it weren't for the golden apple, Don Paulo likely would have left St. Mystere right then. I'm sure he was eager to take the robot apart and learn how it worked. And that must be when he decided to disguise himself as Inspector Chemley, right? That rat made up the whole murder story on the spot. But that's not the whole mystery. Come, Luke. We must keep moving. I'll explain the rest as we go. So damn, I just thought about it. Gordon, even as a robot, he just perpetually is looking for a wife? Jeez, not even as a robot can he get lucky there. Alrighty, that was floor 4. Let's keep moving on. Crap, did I not click on it? Floor 5. And somehow Martha got in here. Okay. Another hint coin by that back bench. See what she has to say.
Hehehe. Fancy meeting you here, dearie. How'd you like to try a little puzzle I made up?
How on earth did she get up here?
She must have overtaken us at some point. Funny, I didn't even see the old girl pass us.
Nom 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 nom. I would quit whispering amongst yourselves and try out my puzzle already. It's a humdinger.
Okay. 70, crap. Card order. You've placed 1 joker and 4 aces with different suits face down on a table. Use the hints below to determine the position for each card. Actually, I don't mind these. Because this one's a little bit trial and error, but I like them. The club is to the immediate right of the heart. Neither the diamond nor the joker is next to the spade. Neither the joker nor the diamond is next to the club. Neither the diamond nor the spade is next to the heart. Okay, so I think the best way to kind of go about it is just start messing around. Like, I don't know why I keep getting a club and spade always mixed up, but they're saying that the club is to the immediate right of the heart, right? See, I picked up the damn spade again. So, let's try that, and then there's the heart. Neither the diamond nor joker next to the spade. Okay. I just picked up the diamond saying that. Wait, neither the diamond... The joker or diamond are next to the club, so that would be the spade. But now that says the diamond or joker can't be next to the club, so that's not going to work. So let's move this over a little bit. Neither the diamond or joker is next to the spade. Okay. Well, I would say just put the spade here, but that contradicts number 4. Neither the diamond nor the spade is next to the heart. Fine. Let's move this one more time. If this doesn't work, then we can try this, but let's because that's really... If the club is supposed to be the immediate right of the heart, you know, that's that. What did it say couldn't be next to the club? The joker or diamond can't be... is next to the club, so that means it has to be the spade. Okay. Then neither the diamond nor the spade is next to the heart, so that means it has to be the joker. And then the diamond can't be next to the heart. Diamond's not next to the club. No, this works. Easy enough.
That should do
Yeah,
it.
that's first. Was it 70 pickerats?
Every
That was
puzzle
kind of
has an
insane.
answer.
Okay. Only a strong grasp of the principles of logic can get you through a puzzle like this, right? Or once again, trial and error, whatever.
Hey, oh yes, that's the answer, all right. Well then, I guess I'll be off. Come visit me sometime. Hem nem 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 nem.
I guess she followed us in here. Okay. Simple enough. That's all there is there, so let's head on up to floor 6. It's kind of creepy. Although, I vaguely remember this scenery right now. There is another hint coin above Layton. There you go. Alright, then let's click on this door. It looks like it's something out of freaking 999.
Just like I thought, there's another puzzle locking this door. It looks really difficult, Professor.
Look, my boy, haven't you learned by now? No puzzles without an answer. Now, you simply need to find that answer. Here, allow me. Three. Oh boy. Use each of the numbers 1 through 9 exactly once to fill in the blanks and complete the equation. Okay. You could brute force this, absolutely. Not sure if we want to, but like I'm trying to think, okay, logically, how do we do this? But in my head, I'm like, just brute force the damn thing. So obviously a pretty large number has to get down to 33,333. So I'm already thinking like something like 5, 6, maybe. How much we gotta bring that down by? Actually, if I start kind of low, I'm frankly, I'm just placing numbers here for right now. I just want to figure out what would be kind of like a minimum I had to bring this down by. So, like, is 9,000 gonna be too much? No, it will actually be too little. So that means I gotta drop the 5. Now, if I did something like that, just place any number here. Let's see if this works. 41, 532 minus. Well, it's definitely gonna be a 7. That's a for sure thing, because by using the top number there, minus 7,000 brought me down to 34,000. So we're close. I'm not sure if I highly doubt I have these numbers right. And I think I think we have 41,000 right, so that's pretty damn close. The other numbers, that's kind of a trick now, isn't it? Frankly, it bothers me that I have this a little out of order. Okay. Well, can't I just do simple math? In a sense, like, 8 and 5 are 3. 6 and 3. Uh-oh. Maybe 2 and 9? But that means that means I got a lower one by each. Although, where does that take me by chance? 41, 862 minus 539. 34, 323. We're close. But I think I gotta maneuver the 2 and 9 elsewhere. I don't think that's it either, but I think that's the best way we kind of go about this. That brought me to 34,233. So we're close, but I think we're gonna do it one more time, maybe? 41,286. 7953. Yeah, 33,333. I am double checking that one more time. 41,286 minus 7,953. That brings us to 33,333. Okay. So what really helped us out there is like, okay, well, let's try thinking of what is going to equate to 3 by simple subtraction. 6 and 3, 8 and 5. And what gets a little funky is like, all right, so 2 minus 9, but it's like, no, you gotta carry, blah, 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 and that's always fun times, but that did allow us to get to where we are, so we're good. Math!
There we go. Every puzzle has an answer.
That's right. There are 2 correct configurations possible. Did you manage to figure out both? Nope. 1 was good enough for me, because you didn't ask for them. Creativity and persistence, Luke. As long as you have these, no puzzles beyond your reach.
Professor, I was just thinking. Do you remember that picture we found in Lady Dahlia's room?
The one of the Baron's late wife, Violet, holding a child who appears to be a young Flora. Of course.
That's the one. It's uncanny how much Lady Violet looked like Lady Dahlia. Do you suppose Baron Reinhold's journal entries were talking about Lady Dahlia?
Sharp thinking, my boy. I believe it went something like this. The craftsmanship of it is simply remarkable. It reminds me of my sweet Violet when she was alive. So yeah, they're talking about the robot.
That's the one that tipped me off. Professor, do you suppose Lady Dahlia is actually a robot built to represent or resemble Lady Violet?
It's entirely possible, maybe even probable, given the circumstances. But if so, what a terribly sad story these entries tell. Do you remember what the next entry said? Flora doesn't like the thing at all. I've seen her run away from it on multiple occasions. Recently, she spends more time playing by dear Violet's grave than anywhere else. I'm sad to say, but I doubt Flora will ever take to it. I can't blame her, as I've changed its memory. I felt terrible forcing that change on Flora, but I couldn't just bear to see her like it anymore. Violet, there can never be another you. You are my first, my last, and my only. The Baron arranged for the construction of a robot for Flora that was identical to his late wife. But living with a machine that was so similar to his wife must have been too much for her. Thus, he decided to change the robot's personality, and so Lady Dahlia was created. And as she was originally created as a mother figure, she must have gone through a confusing transition.
Professor, do you suppose these robots feel sadness?
Honestly, I'm not quite sure. That's something that we're going to have to figure out down the line. Actually, no, we'll probably be long gone by then. There's a lot of ethical and moral dilemmas when it comes to, robot, and frankly, we're going to start seeing that a little bit, even with AI and whatnot, but I have a feeling that each of these robots has something not unlike a human heart. What do you think?
I hope that they do.
Alright, just 2 more. The golden apple and the noise, and we'll be done with that. Alright. Let's continue. 4-7. There should be a hint coin there, right there. Okay. Whew. One last puzzle here.
Do you suppose we're near the top yet?
Yes, but it seems that we have another puzzle in the way before we get there. Puzzle 100. And considering that this is like with a 1 like 100, this might actually be the last like required puzzle. So enjoy. 7 squares. Not these damn peg square ones. I hate these. Your task is to draw lines between the pins on this board to form 7 squares. 7 squares do not have to be uniform in size, but you can only use each pin once. Alright then, give it a shot. Fine. So they can only be used once. We get it. Oh crap, we can't use anything like that. Some of these are probably gonna have to be diamonds. Like so. Dear God, not like that. Stop that. Oof. The problem is like something like this. How much does that span? That seems to work.
How many did they say? We gotta do 7? Okay. So that's 3. Could be 4. 5, but dear God, I don't think I can really do much else with the pegs given to me. Yeah, not at all. Okay. I just realized we can use different colors if we so desire. That actually might be a little helpful. What did I do before? I tried... We can do more... diamonds, I guess. That seems to work out for us. God, what the hell do we do with the remainder? Like, I feel like one is has to be like pretty big one. Actually, no, this will work. That's a pretty uniform square, I think. And then, is this... Yeah, the last 4, that should be another square. 1, 2... Did I do it? Oh. Huh. That one... I guess it's not bad if you just kind of stumble upon it, but I think that's it. Okay. Yeah.
That should do it.
That's all you got.
Critical thinking is the key to success.
Yay. Tracking down all these tilted squares was pretty fun, wasn't it? I wouldn't say fun, but rewarding.
Now we're free to keep climbing. You know, it's very odd how this tower is simply huge, and yet there's almost nothing inside of it.
Yes, quite. Yes, quite. Other than Bruno's room in the basement, the whole place is rather bare. Perhaps that is why Bruno's machines make such a racket. This tower is like a giant megaphone.
But why would anyone want to construct such a big, purposeless tower, Professor? It's exhausting to climb this thing.
Huh. Did you ever consider that this tower might have been built for the express purpose of exhausting us? This is just another one of the many trials that has been out for seekers of the golden apple.
Gosh, that makes perfect sense. Maybe that's also why the tower looks so scary on the outside.
Crap, I accidentally clicked through that, but I think it said we solved every puzzle in the game. Good. Actually, with that actually being said, I'm going to make a save here before we continue. I think we are, like, literally almost done. I know it's like an hour and a half long, if not around that time, but we're almost there, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just kind of keep going. So, let's continue forward.
This floor doesn't appear to have any puzzles set up for us. So if we climb the spiral staircase, maybe...
We'll reach the top floor? I think you may be right, my boy. Come, let's hurry. Now, there's a hint coin around one of these lamps. There you go. Alright. Now, one more time.
Oh my gosh!
Did we not never notice a little house up there? A view was obscured from the ground, but who would have suspected a charming cottage like this here? Yeah, I guess we didn't see it up there. Huh.
Look! The lights are on, Professor!
It would appear that someone is living here. And with that, Chapter 9 is complete. Technically, the game's basically done, but... there you go. Just under 15 hours. There is another hint coin here that Benji just found for us. There you go. Fudge! I don't know where the hell... That sucks. I'm 3 coins short. Oh no! How the hell did I miss 3 coins? Here, I thought I was being pretty damn, thorough.
Well, it is what it is. But, well, let's see. You've reached the top of the tower. We can either continue into the house or return to the village to explore more. It's really gonna piss me off about those 3 coins. The problem is, I have no idea if there are coins I can never get again. There are some that you can never get. Like, after a certain chapter. I'm trying to find, like a group of, like, 3 that possibly could be like that, and there's 2 instances where this could happen. One of them is, dear God, all the way in chapter 2 in Dahlia's room. I thought they sounded familiar, like I grabbed them before. And then another set of 3 that's missable. Or on the desk. Like when Archibald showed us the desk. But I'm almost positive that I grabbed those. Damn, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. Well, here's the thing. I saved. If I wanted to find the other 3 later, I guess I could. But... it's whatever. It's not a big deal.
What kind of person would live in a place like this? Unbelievable! Just look at this room. The stuff in here has to be worth gazillions.
This must be the top floor that Bruno spoke of.
So we might be standing in the same room as a golden apple at this very moment?
I've been waiting for you two.
It's you. What's this? What's going on here?
My boy, what you see here is the golden apple herself.
Wait, was that not, like... I didn't say anything, but, like... Was it not obvious that that was Flora? Okay. Whatever. Now, I did forget that she's considered a golden apple. I really thought there was a physical golden apple.
You're the golden apple? Professor, you knew about this?
I had an inkling. Don't you see how genius it is, though? The Baron didn't write the will to find a successor to his fortune. His true aim's to find a worthy guardian for his daughter, and he was willing to put his whole fortune on the line to do so.
Yes. My name is Flora. I've been waiting here in the tower for so long. Were you locked up in here this whole time? Oh, no. But before Papa passed, he told me that I should wait here until someone from outside St. Mystere came for me. Papa said that whoever came for me would be someone I could trust with my life. So that's why you kept watching us move about town. What was that?
What's going on? Oh! Here I come! Ready or not!
Follow me. We must evacuate this tower immediately.
What now?
Luke, go ahead without them. I have an idea.
But wait.
We're fine. Go on.
Right.
It's all right, dear. This way.
What are we going to do?
I've got it. Let's solve the puzzle. Just wait a moment, Flora. I mean, good thing she had that, I guess.
That's okay. Are you freaking MacGyver now?
Layton, I'll smash you right out of the sky. No. This isn't over yet, Layton. Just you wait. One day, I will have my revenge on you.
Just set it down nice and
Hold
easy.
tight.
Well, that worked.
It appears I have cracked my buttocks.
Howell's moving castle is no more.
Wait, is she a robot too?
Thank goodness you're all right, Professor. Don Paulo's flying contraption was something else. I really thought we were done for back there.
Yes, it was all quite dodgy. But he also provided us the answer to one of the ongoing mysteries. Do you remember that awful noise we heard the first time we visited Reinhold Manor?
The one that spooked Claudia? Oh, so that must have been the noise.
We've put it together. The rocket was likely Don Paulo's contraption making a crash landing. If that's the case, then... Crap, I dropped my water bottle. Sorry. If that's the case, then we now know the approximate time of Don Paulo's entrance into St. Mystere.
That makes perfect sense. It figures that Frankie wouldn't have noticed Don Paulo's entrance. So if Flora is the golden apple everyone's been looking for, that means the treasure that Lady Dahlia and the others were chasing never existed in the first place.
No, I'm fairly certain that they weren't mistaken. I do believe a fortune is hidden somewhere within this town. But the Baron would need to hide it somewhere only the golden apple would know to look.
You mean if Flora knows where the treasure is hidden? Sorry, but I don't know about a treasure or anything like that.
Let's head back to the Reinhold Manor one more time. I suspect we'll clear everything up there.
Okay, just one last mystery.
Professor, do you really think the treasure could be located here?
Look closely at this painting, Luke. I'm sure it holds the key to the Reinhold fortune.
But I've already looked at it.
If we solve this mystery, Luke, I'm certain we'll come face to face with the Reinhold treasure. Touch the painting where the golden apple's hidden. And it was kind of like by her clavicle, chest, you know, like right there. Well, you can't see why, because there's no prompt, but it was kind of like, yeah, upper left area a little bit. Well, of her, but facing the screen, but kind of like upper right.
I remember now. It's right here. Aha! A hidden switch.
The switch seems to have activated the wall.
And to think that Reinhold Manor had held a secret behind this painting all along. It looks like there's a passage that leads further in. Oh,
Let's see where the passage goes. Holy crap-a-doodle!
oh my goodness. Look at this place. I had no idea. Now hold on. How in the world did you know that the switch was hidden in the painting?
Listen closely, Luke. Wisdom wasn't the only thing Baron Reinhold required of potential guardians of his only daughter. You saw it too, did you not? The peculiar mark on her neck that only appeared once she left. In other words, Baron Reinhold set out one last requirement for the potential inheritor to his fortune. He wanted someone who could make Flora smile again after losing those dear to her. To that person and that person only would Baron Reinhold reveal the location of his actual fortune.
That's unbelievable, Professor. But it all makes sense now.
Flora, my little Flora.
Where's that voice coming from?
Flora, you've made it here at last.
That voice. Papa, is that you? Papa!
My dear Flora, has the village watched over you as I would have? I built St. Mystere for you so that you would never have to know true loneliness. Well, to be fair, Brunner did the actual building, but that's beside the point. In any case, if you've come this far, I suppose it's safe to assume my plan was a success. My greatest regret is that I'm not there to see you become a young woman. But please know that I want nothing more than for you to be happy. Whether the person by your side right now can give you that or not is up to you, I suppose. And to you who have found your way to my daughter's side, you have my heartfelt, heartiest congratulations. Few can manage through the barrage of puzzles I set before you. I imagine a person of your abilities has already caught on, but allow me to reveal St. Mystere's secret.
The secret of St. Mystere.
Recently, I was told by my physician that I didn't have much time left on this earth. I can come to terms with dying, but the thought of leaving my only child alone in the world torments me. This is why I've commissioned Bruno to construct St. Mystere. At least this way, she'll be safe and protected until she's old enough to venture to the outside world. Streets and buildings are the bones of a village, but its heart is the people who live in it. This is why I asked Bruno to create all the villages here, as well as all the puzzles hidden within them. I've asked Matthew to make news of my deaf public only once Flora has grown past childhood. So, stranger, how does my beautiful little flower look now? I imagine she's blossoming into adulthood. Equally important to me is finding someone to whom I can entrust both my daughter and my fortune. This is why the inhabitants of St. Mystere are constantly testing the knowledge of the visitor. If you made it this far, it must mean that you possess both wisdom and dedication to my daughter. I am confident you will take good care of my fortune and Flora. This is why everything in this room, the whole of my fortune, belongs to you now. When you remove it from here, St. Mystere will complete the objective for which it was created. I imagine the inhabitants will fall into a deep sleep from which they were never to be awakened.
Now wait just a minute. Is he saying that if we take the treasure, old St. Mystere will just disappear?
I honestly don't know the answer to that question, Luke. But it's possible St. Mystere is designed to shut down the instant we lay hand on the treasure.
So if that happens, everyone will just stop? Just like puppets with the strings cut?
I leave it to you, brave traveler. Draw the curtain on St. Mystere and lay this lifeless village to rest. Above all else, take care of my precious daughter. She's in your hands now.
Oh, Papa. I can't believe it. If we touch this treasure, all of St. Mystere will just grind to a halt.
Flora, by right, this inheritance belongs to you. You should be the one to decide what's done with it.
I don't want it. Damn it, I have bills I have to pay.
But why ever not, my dear?
The people who live here have been with me for so long. Curious as this village is, it's watched me grow up. I want St. Mystere, my village, to stay just as it is. Forever.
I see. Then so it shall be done. But what of you, Flora? Will you stay here with your village?
But if that defeats the whole purpose of what the hell your father wanted.
Are you sure this is quite all right, madam?
Certainly. If leaving will make Flora happy, I'd like nothing more than to see her off with a smile.
Is the cat a freaking robot too?
Now that I'm raising somebody else, that money really could have been helpful, but it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I need gas money, Flora.
Goodbye then, little village.
That, ladies and gentlemen, has... never mind.
What an astonishing village that was, Professor Layton. Does this mean you'll be gracing the front page of the London Times again sometime soon?
No, Luke. St. Mystere's secret must stay between us.
Huh? Why do you say that?
You'll see, my dear boy. We don't want people to make a spectacle of Flora. That wouldn't be right.
Of course. Always thinking of others.
Well, one must always put a lady's needs first. That's what a gentleman does.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, has been Professor Layton and the Curious Village. It's fun playing it again. But yeah, I shouldn't be surprised. Yeah, because like I said, I played this before, and I played Layton versus Wright. So a lot of the plot twists can make you feel like, like either you like them or you're like, damn it, really, So, even though I pretty much knew what the big reveal was, I don't know, but I did actually think, for whatever reason, that there actually was a physical golden apple that I thought it was a sliding puzzle, but I guess not at all. I must have imagined it. But the whole thing about the robots, I had a small inkling that's what it was, but especially after I mentioned about Ramon, I'm like, wait a minute, I think that was the big thing about this game, was that, the village was just built for her, not just the whole park. Remember that time we almost died, Luke? Actually, think about it, a lot of their adventure here was kind of dangerous. The Ferris wheel, the tower, Don Paulo literally trying to murder them. And, this also brings, a lot of questions, like, how the hell do they apparently know each other? Layton doesn't know, but Don Paulo is, straight up saying, oh, hell yeah, I hate you. So, we'll figure all that out, I guess. Because Because like I said, this is the first of many games in the series. I think the next one is Professor Layton and the Diabolical Box. Although I think in Europe, in other territories, it was called Pandora's Box. I don't know the reasoning why they changed the name for, like, the first couple games of the series. Curious Village, that's known across everywhere. But I think the next 3 games were labeled a little bit differently depending on where you were from. But yeah. So, we got a while. You know, we have the original trilogy, which is like this, and I think Diabolical Box and Unwound or Unbound Future, one of the two. Apparently, it's a very, very fan favorite, so I can't wait till I eventually do that one. But Luke, what the hell are you doing? So like, yeah, that's the original trilogy, and then there's a prequel trilogy. I forgot the names of them. I think it's like The Last Scepter, and then something about a mask. I don't think that's even it. Give me a minute until I actually look up the name while the credits roll here. So the first game, obviously, Layton and the Curious Village. Then there's Diabolical Box, which is also called Pandora's Box in European and Australian territories. Then next is Layton and the Unwound Future. And, but over in Europe and Australia, it was called Layton and the Lost Future. And that's the original trilogy. The prequel trilogy starts with Layton and the Last Scepter. Or in, once again, Europe and Australian territories, it's The Scepter's Call. And that's all on the DS. Then starting the 3DS games, they went back to only having one name. Layton and the Miracle Mask, and then Layton and the Azran Legacy. So those 3 games equal the prequel trilogy. There is a spin-off game called Layton Brothers Mystery Room. That's apparently only on the iOS and Android. There's a crossover game, which I played, obviously, Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. And then the newer games were Layton's Mystery Journey, Catriel and the Millionaire's Conspiracy, which haven't heard many super great things about it, but that is technically the latest game in the series. That came out back in 2017, then there was like a Switch definitive version. Came out a few years afterwards. And then finally, the one that's going to be coming out next is Professor Layton and the New World of Steam. Sometime next year, at the time of this recording. It was supposed to come out sometime this year. And from what I understand I think is supposed to be a direct sequel to Unwound Future. So chronologically, well, crap, I don't even know. It takes place after the original trilogy. That's all I know. Either way, the end to be continued. Though you reach the story's end, Professor Layton and the Curious Village is far from over. How many puzzles did you solve over the course of your adventure? Precisely 120 puzzles are hidden throughout the town, so why not try and complete every puzzle? I did! Also, be sure to check the bonuses section, fulfill certain conditions to unlock more bonus content. Your game will save now. When you continue, you resume play at the top of the tower. Okay. Yeah, we'll save our completed game. Do the middle one there. Man, that sucks that I lost out on 3 hint coins somewhere. If I take a look at the bonuses, though, and I load up my golden Layton file, you saw there, now, top secret. Hold on. The Layton challenges, we have 4 out of the 5. I'm going to make... So I said there's 135 puzzles, right? And there's 3 in this one, so I'm assuming there's 3 in each. So 123, 126, 129, 132.
And I think if we solve all of these, then the Puzzle Master's house becomes unlocked. So there's that. I still gotta figure out how to do the weekly puzzle. I'll do that later. Puzzle index, literally everything that we've been through in the whole game, including the secret ones as well. And then, what the hell's top secret? Oh, access exclusive material here. Unlock more features by collecting Picarats. Which, we've done... We got pretty much everything. It even tells you a little bit more about everybody. That's pretty cool. Alright. Various artwork throughout the game. Pretty cool. Music to play if you so desire. Voice lines, I guess.
Luke, my boy.
I don't understand, Professor.
You
Why
never
are we going
understand.
to help?
Shut up, Luke. Various movies you can rewatch. The Hidden Door. Enter the password which you can find in the sequel to this game. What? Okay, I guess we're not gonna do that until we play the Diabolical Box, but alright. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is gonna be it. This is a very long episode, but that's gonna be it for me today. Well, that's it for the Let's Play. I will make a bonus video about the blatant bonuses. Not really sure about the weekly puzzles. I'll see. I very possibly may just do like a, okay, here's the solutions. I don't know yet. We'll see how I feel about it. But for the main story of the Curious Village, it's done. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. And we have a while to go for the rest of the games in the series. But, you know, I just figured this might be something fun to do to lead us into the new world of Steam. And just hope for the best how that game could be. We'll take things from there. Once again, I'm still going to decide how I want to handle the future games now. You know, once again, I said it a zillion times before, I'll say it again. I was very lenient to how I played this game because I played it before. So, but the next ones, I'll decide how I want to handle it. We'll see. So, as usual, thank you all so much for watching my Let's Play of Professor Layton and the Curious Village. Love you all so much. And, well, stay tuned for the Diabolical Box, but also stay tuned for a bonus video for this as well. Love you all so much. And don't forget to spread that love around. Have a great day, everybody.